Okay, so let's talk about how to place a buy order on DDEX. Right now I'm looking at the 0x token, which is a pretty cool project. So if I wanted to buy some of these, I need to specify a limit price and an amount for this. So the limit price is the price in ETH per token, so ETH per 0x, and the amount is how many I want to purchase. So right now it's automatically set to whatever the last traded price was, to 0.001032. So let's say I'm looking for a better price. I can come over here and say, okay, I want to buy at 0.0097 or something like that. I can also look over here to see what the ongoing orders are. Let's say I want to buy 500 of these. We got my total down here, estimated total. It includes the estimated fee here, which you can see is pretty small right now. Ethereum traffic is nice today. So we're going to hit buy, and this dialog comes up. Okay, so there's a few things going on in this dialog. You can see the process bar up here at the top. The first thing we need to do is wrap some Ethereum into what's called WETH, which is basically an ERC20 compatible version of ETH. ETH does not conform to its own ERC20 standards and thus cannot be traded directly with ERC20 tokens in a decentralized fashion, so we have to do this additional step first. There's a couple different ways you could do this, but this is what we use. So I'm going to go ahead and click this Wrap ETH button to get this process started. So I'm going to click Wrap ETH. It's going to tell me to confirm my transaction in MetaMask. MetaMask should pop up. If it doesn't, you can always go up here and see the transaction here. It's going to ask me to confirm it and set my gas price. So this is pretty standard. Typically the gas price is a little bit higher than it actually needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to 6 Gwei or something like that. We're going to make the transaction. The next thing I need to do is enable this WETH. You can basically think about this as just saying I'm enabling my ability to buy tokens on DDEX. This is a one-time transaction. So I'm going to enable buying, and again, it will ask me to submit the transaction in MetaMask. Set my gas price. Submit. You can see my Wrap ETH has now finished. I'm waiting for my WETH to finish enabling. Once it verifies here, I'll go ahead and be able to make the trade. I can click out of this if I want and do other stuff. It's still going to happen. I've already submitted the transaction. And once it does happen, it's okay. Or I can sit here and wait for it. All right, so my enable has finished now. So now it's just asking me to confirm my transaction. So I see my amounts here that I selected below. I'm going to click the buy button. And MetaMask is going to ask me to sign the transaction. So this is going to post it to the order book. So I say, sure, that's what I wanted. Now it says my buy order of 0x is placed, successfully added to the order book. So once the transaction completes, the 0x actually goes directly to my digital wallet. I don't have to withdraw it or anything like that. All I have to do is add the contract address to my wallet in order to view it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Copy it. Add the token. It automatically knows. And then once I do have the 0x, it will show. But right now the transaction hasn't gone through, so it's still 0. So you can see here, this is my my order. You can actually see it on the order book, noted that it's mine by this little dot. But right now my order's not going through, right? The asking prices are quite a bit higher than what I did. So let's say I want to cancel my order. All I do is click this little X, have to sign once again in MetaMask, and there we go. Successfully canceled the order. You can cancel and place as many orders as you want without actually spending any gas fees. It's free to place and cancel orders. The only time a transaction fee is actually charged is when a transaction actually occurs, so if a trade actually happened. So that was free for me. Okay, let's say I actually wanted a trade to happen. I'm going to go ahead and click this button here, and you can see that there's 280 available, so let's just go ahead and purchase all 280 of it. So I'm going to click the Buy 0x protocol token. I've already done all that WETH wrapping, so it's all good. All I need to do is sign the transaction to post it to the blockchain. And I've successfully created my order. We can now see rather than the X, I have a pending arrow over here. My transaction is currently being processed. There we go. Successfully bought 0x. And as I said earlier, our 0x shows up here in our tokens.